let's catch up with my colleague Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I understand you've been to a couple of the talks today?
Yeah, hi Thea, I have. I've been to 2 so far. They've both been really good. The first one was a talk about using artificial intelligence with Internet of Things devices by Karina Popova, who we interviewed earlier. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was really interesting. It was looking at how you can apply Internet of Things technology to everyday applications. So using it to monitor your health or using it for farming. And then I also recently went to a talk by Nick Adair about the Oracle Startup Cloud Accelerator. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was really interesting. It's all about how you need to think with a startup mentality, especially if you're a big corporate business.
That's really interesting. So I remember when we were talking to Simon Ritter earlier, and he was talking about how the application of technology to health and things like that, how you can really apply it to the world that we live in and society today, because sometimes I think that technology may be misunderstood as a kind of social media or something that distracts, something that doesn't really help. But actually, something that I have learnt today is that technology is all around us, in fact. And, well, sitting across from Dyson all day has definitely educated me. They've got a Hoover that you just press and it's cordless completely and it just works itself and it hoovers your whole house. You don't have to like push it anywhere, and it's amazing. You can just leave it. You can activate it by an app. There's also another Hoover, and it's amazing. All these household products that you think wouldn't be interesting, and Dyson are suddenly just making them amazing. And there's all the freebies around, so that's exciting. But the technology is far more exciting than any of this, because it's just learning this with the Internet of Things that there's more to technology than what meets the eye. And we've been talking to some sponsors already, and we've talked to Amazon, and we're going to be talking to Oracle later on. But there's also Dyson and Matt Clark, who is an engineering manager. It's all to do with connectivity and how all the Dyson products will talk to each other in the future. That's all he's been like. That sounds amazing. Do you know anything about how that would work?
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's quite interesting how the devices will communicate with your home network, and then from there communicate with the Dyson network. And that's to make it more secure, to stop one things people are worried about with Internet of Things devices is them getting hacked. So it will hopefully stop hacking, because they'd have to actually hack the Dyson server rather than just having an inlet from the internet in general.
And knowing Dyson, the server must be pretty indestructible.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's really good how recently Dyson have also opened an engineering centre in Bristol to show that they come to local community events like Voxxed, but they also support the community in this way, and I think that's really good.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the new university they've been working on as well. I think they're really trying to push young people into tech and engineering, and I think that's really good.
Mm-hmm. Later on, we're also going to be talking to Scott Logic, another sponsor, and Nick Hemley is one of the sponsors for that, and he leads the office in Bristol. He also runs BrizTech, and he's a big supporter of technical innovation and ecosystem in Bristol. Is he someone that you look up to?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think he's quite inspiring, and it'll be really good to have a chance to talk to him. We talked to some people from Sanderson, Sam and Hannah, earlier, who are another sponsor, and it was really interesting to see their outlook on recruiting in the tech industry in Bristol.
And I can see that this day has had a really big impact on the attendance here. From talking to Ricardo earlier, and he seems to be inspired, and although he does work in the tech industry, from what he's seen in the talks he's been to today, this could be really innovative stuff for just the attendees here. I mean, certainly for me, who doesn't have much knowledge in technology at all, if any, it's been really eye-opening, and it's completely changed my perception of technology. I know you're a lover of technology yourself, Elizabeth, but have you been changed in any way from this day?
Yeah, it's really amazing and inspiring to see people just talk about what they're passionate about, and especially working here on the radio and interviewing people when it's just kind of on the spot, you can see the things that they actually have a real interest in. And yes, I think it's been really good.
Elizabeth, you've got a company. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us how old you are, Elizabeth?
I'm 16 now.
Okay, wow. Can you tell us a bit about your company?
It's a company I started with a group of friends last year as part of a competition. So at the moment our company is called Team Apparent, and we've been working to develop an app called Nomi to help destigmatize mental health. And it's all about monitoring your mental health in the same way that we would our physical health, because especially in this day and age where fitness trackers have become so prominent, you can, now that people are beginning to realise that mental health is also just as important, it's really good to be able to track that as well.
So say I download this app.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that's happened? Do I have to, be worried about my own mental health, or what is the app aimed at?
So the app is aimed at anyone, but I guess we made it more for people around our age in mind. So kind of from 13 to maybe university age.
Yeah.
And you just make an account, and then you just every day you go on and you track how much you've been sleeping, eating, exercising, etc. And then it will graph that.
So really in a day where, technology, it doesn't always help people, and in a day where exam stress and things can get the better of people, this app could be really innovative, couldn't it?
Yeah, we'd really like to develop it further, so then we can use it to help people, really.
Wow. And tell me, can anyone become a developer, or do you have to be a genius?
I think, I'm no genius, but I think, anyone can become a developer, really. There's so many platforms now to make websites, to make apps. Anyone can get involved, just get stuck in.
Wow, I'm really delighted at the accessibility of technology. It's really awe-inspiring. Has anyone else captured your attention today?
Well, I talked earlier to Kate Stanley from IBM. She did the Extreme Blue internship, and she's just honestly, she's so passionate about it.
Yeah, I met her. She's such a lovely lady as well.
Oh, it was great. And we've been talking to so many different people. So we're talking to Simon Ritter, who's kind of doing a lot of stuff with the JCP, and to Rebeb, who's from REPL and is working